Can you state your name?
Alexis Rosado, CEO of Foreign Affairs.
Okay, can you tell us what brings you to Punta Gorda today, or to Belcampo?
Well, it's part of Toledo district, no?
Right.
I think it's a beautiful part of the country. We're very happy to be here. We had set a plan of action with the Guatemalans to develop various projects, areas of collaboration over 2014 so that we could, one, work together better, two, try to see how we could develop confidence at all levels of society.
Okay.
This is the first meeting of the Joint Commission that was established 2 weeks ago in Washington by the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Okay, so who from Guatemala is represented at this meeting?
We have my counterpart, the Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs, Guatemala, Carlos Raul Morales, and he has his team as well. Okay. We have our team.
Okay.
We are joined today, for example, by the CEO of Agriculture, Jose Alpuche, the CEO of National Security, George Lovell, and Ambassador Fred Martinez from Guatemala, Lisa Schumann, the representative of the leader of the opposition, and the whole team. So both of us have a full team. We're expecting some people from Isabel, from the commercial sector, and also the local chamber from PG, who have been collaborating, and what we're looking forward is for them to tell us the kind of work they've been doing together. What we're looking for is to see how we could constructively collaborate with each other. Yeah.
Okay, good. So is there going to be a follow-up meeting to this, and when?
The idea here is that we have our whole work plan cut out for the rest of the year.
Okay.
This is the first meeting. We're setting a work program. We will meet, I think, every month or so at this level. There will be other meetings that will be taking place in terms of more issue-oriented ones. So like agriculture, they will have their own meeting. We're hoping to have the trade ministries, our Ministry of Foreign Trade with their equivalent in Guatemala, meet. I think a date has been set for the 21st of February to see how they could improve trade between the countries and facilitate it. We have lots of trade going on, some of them not through normal channels.
Right.
And what we're hoping to do is to get the two governments together to see how we could facilitate the activities that are taking place rather than make it illegitimate and put hurdles that stops it from flowing.
Okay. Yeah, we know that there are like 6 buses going to the Halacte border every day now. Is that being discussed at this level? Because there's a border, but there's no border, no official border crossing.
We have, as you know, a presence in Halacte, but it's only manned by a police officer. Right. And he has to do conduct the role of a customs officer, immigration officer, police officer. Clearly under-resourced. So we'll have to deal with that too. Baja is already upgrading their presence as well. Yesterday we came through there. We started our trip in Flores 2 days ago, and we drove in various areas in Petén, including Monte Los Olivos, Santa Cruz. We met the people. I am very pleased with what I saw in terms of the projects that the Guatemalan authorities are implementing in Monte Los Olivos, where they are giving people seeds to plant beans, seeds to plant shate, seeds to poultry. They're helping them develop their own sustainable livelihoods in their area in order to not give them an excuse to come into Belize. Okay. I think it's a model that ought to be replicated, and they said it's a pilot project for them to see. If it works, then they will spread it out across other communities across on their side of the border. They have also distributed silos for each
on the Guatemalan side.
On the Guatemalan household. And again, that will allow them to store their grains so they don't have to sell them when the prices are so low. So what they have been implementing, again, it's all done in order to dissuade them from coming across to Belize. It's encouraging, and we hope that they could spread it around some more in the other communities on their side.
Right. Yesterday, the territorial volunteers went into Colombia because of the illegal logging that continues there and harvesting of shate. Is that also being discussed? How will Belize stop this incursion?
Well, it's something that concerns both sides. There's the whole concept of co-responsibility. They have to protect their areas, we have to protect our areas, and what we have to do is try to develop a plan of action that will be in sync with each other. It's no use for us doing everything we can on our side and they're not doing it on their side. They also realize that they have to protect their areas. In fact, they have laws. They have CONAP, which is charged with protecting their areas. Clearly, they recognize that they have more work to do. So we have to collaborate in that. We are looking at all angles of the problem. So we have the security element, we have the environmental element, environment in its wider context, including forestry and generally natural resources, gold mining and all of that. So we're trying to cover all the areas. The good thing I can say is that the spirit that has informed our discussions is very positive. We have set out an ambitious work plan, and we hope that with what we have done so far this morning, it's looking promising. We just have to sustain it.
Okay. Is there anything in the pipeline in far as keeping the borderline clean or cleared?
Well, we went to see the monument yesterday. The whole team, them and us, we went there together.
We're at Gracias a Dios?
Yes.
Okay.
We went there and we, in fact, they have invited us to go along with our students so we could do it jointly. We do understand that there's a huge difference. We say this is the border, they say it is not. That's why we say let's settle it at the ICJ. But what we have said is you have two tracks that we have to take. One is you have the dispute, where we say it's a border, they say it's not a border. So let's solve it at the ICJ. Put that on a track. There's another angle to it, which is that should not prevent us from collaborating, from working together. At the end of the day, the biggest problem we have here and on their side is poverty, underdevelopment. And what we ought to do as governments is try to facilitate ways for our people to get out of that poverty, pandemic poverty that there seems to be a vicious cycle that people can't get out of. So if we do something on our side, but they're not doing it on their side, then people will keep wanting to come across. And the same thing applies, it is possible that they will develop on that side and we will fall behind. So we have to find a way of working together to keep that from happening. And so the functional cooperation is another angle that we ought to concentrate on, and hopefully we will not allow the dispute to get in the way of practical cooperation. That's what we're trying to do here today.
Okay, cool.
Yeah? Good.
Thanks.